The most dangerous lie in retirement is not market crashes. It's the idea that once you pick a withdrawal rate, you must follow it forever. That belief quietly destroys flexibility, locks people into fear, and hands control of their lifestyle to a single bad year in the market. If you think the 4% rule means spending the same amount no matter what happens, this video may completely change how you see retirement. Frame the problem. On the surface, retirement questions sound simple. Can I spend more when markets are up? What if markets are down when I retire? But those questions expose a deeper issue. Most retirement plans are built on rigid rules that assume the market should dictate your lifestyle. The real goal of retirement planning is not predicting returns. It is designing a system where temporary market conditions never force permanent life decisions. Misunderstanding the 4% rule. The 4% rule was never meant to be a permanent entitlement or a rigid commandment. It was based on historical simulations assuming fixed, inflation-adjusted withdrawals with zero flexibility, no income layering, and no behavioral response. Even its creator has clarified that spending adjustments matter. But over time, nuance disappeared, and the rule turned into something brittle that people follow blindly, even when conditions clearly change. Sequence risk explained. Most retirement failures do not happen because people spend too much over decades. They happen because of bad markets early combined with inflexible withdrawals. This is known as sequence of returns risk. The danger is not volatility itself. The danger is being forced to keep withdrawing the same amount while the portfolio is under stress. That combination, not spending, is what permanently damages retirement outcomes. Good markets case. When someone enters retirement without withdrawing for several years and markets perform well, their portfolio establishes a higher baseline. In that case, higher withdrawals are often sustainable. Not because they got lucky, but because early sequence risk was avoided. Delaying withdrawals during fragile periods dramatically improves long-term sustainability. This is not market timing. It is simply allowing time and structure to reduce risk before money is pulled out. Bad markets case. The fear everyone has is retiring into a bad market and being stuck spending less forever. The data says this only happens under rigid plans. Dynamic withdrawal research shows that temporary spending reductions during market stress sharply reduce failure rates without permanently lowering lifetime income. The problem is not cutting spending. The problem is believing that once you cut, you are locked into that lower level forever. Guardrails and decision rules. This is where decision rules replace fixed rules. Instead of blindly withdrawing the same amount, guardrails are used. Routine volatility is ignored. But when withdrawals drift meaningfully above plan levels, spending is temporarily adjusted. These thresholds are wide enough to avoid constant tinkering but early enough to prevent damage. And crucially, the same rules explicitly allow spending to rise again after recovery. Ratcheting up. Dynamic strategies are not only defensive, they work on the upside too. When portfolios reach sustainably higher levels, withdrawals can ratchet up. Income increases because the plan can support it, not because inflation demands it. Retirement is not a one-way street where spending only goes down. Well-designed decision rules allow retirees to participate in strong markets without jeopardizing long-term sustainability. Real-world walkthrough. Imagine retiring with $1 million and withdrawing $40,000. Markets fall and the portfolio drops to $750,000. Instead of forcing the same withdrawal, spending is temporarily reduced. When markets recover, withdrawals reset. If the portfolio later grows to $1.5 million, spending increases again. No panic, no permanent cuts, no guesswork. Just rules responding to conditions instead of emotions. Core message. The biggest retirement risk is letting the year you retire decide the rest of your life. Precision feels comforting, but resilience is what actually protects you. Flexible spending, layered income, and clear decision rules prevent temporary market stress from becoming permanent lifestyle damage. A bad market does not lock in a bad life. A brittle strategy does. Retirement works best when systems adapt instead of breaking. Retirement success is not about finding the perfect withdrawal rate. It is about knowing how you will respond when markets inevitably surprise you. If this changed how you think about the 4% rule, leave a comment and share how you plan to adapt spending over time. I post new videos every week breaking down retirement, investing, and real-world strategy. Subscribe if you want control, not rigid rules.